Hey,
Uh,
sorry.
what's good, people? This is a Drink of the Game season. I believe I said it was season 2, episode 3. If not, then it's season 3, episode 3, because I've been doing these shits for a long time before Gamerish, so I forgot what season I put myself on.
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, so it's Dre, aka BK Brawler, that's the game tag on PlayStation and Xbox. Today I'm joined by my boy, my old homie Tim Leo.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that's my boy there. Like me and Tim known each other way back from my first job ever in Target, where I used to work overnight and shit like that. We had some crazy fun times in that motherfucker,
Hey,
So
you definitely was a real one, bro. You and Jonathan was some real
yeah,
ones.
me, Tim, and John. And shout out John, man. We miss you, bro. We
Shout
gotta
out,
start
John.
looking soon. But yeah, man. We're here to talk some games. Got Tim to join me on some shit. Before we start, of course,
Yeah.
as you know, I wanna let's show the people what you drinking, Tim. What you got to drink on here?
And so today, so my appearance on here is powered by ballclubbox.com, premium sports gift boxes for any ages and for anybody. You can go on there, tell us what kind of box you like, and it will be sent out within 3 days. But
Yep.
I'm drinking a little Hennessy today, mixed with a little cherry Coke because I'm not drinking. It's too hot to be drinking
I
straight
can
up,
I
bro.
can see it
I'm
already. I
outside.
was wondering how you're
Yeah,
gonna
the
survive in
hell.
that car, man. Like how
I
you
mean,
gonna
just a
survive?
little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it funky.
Yep.
Not
And
literally.
today I
Yeah.
got me some red breasts, single malt single pot still Irish whiskey.
Mm.
Um, yes,
Nothing
this
but the best for you.
yeah, this was pretty good. It was a product of Ireland. One of those that I got off of Flaviar.com. One of
Nice.
the subscription services that I'm a part of because I'm like, man, it's time to, if I'm gonna drink so much, I gotta up my game. So I
Well,
got that
just to get a nice variety out there. You know what I'm saying? Why drink
exactly.
the same thing over?
Yep, exactly. And like my cousin always hates when he comes to my crib. He's like, God damn, you guys in this Henny shit. You need to get out your damn box of this Henny shit. Nothing against Henny. I just said, I just usually don't have too many bottles. My cousins always bring that, and I got all the special stuff. So
You want to
before we,
know something? The only, like, I've had this bottle, like this, and it's not big, but I've had this bottle of Henny for like 2 weeks. The only reason why I bought it is because I only could take like 2 shots of it and then I'm good. I'm not drinking it to like feel slurred or, you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, become a zombie. But I just take 2 shots to get the wolf off my back. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm
I
back in the
feel
game.
you.
Like, and so
I
like
feel
I
you.
don't know. Like I drink Hennessy, but I really prefer Douce if I
Mhm.
really gotta be honest.
But talking about shots, we're gonna take a shot before every topic. We'll take a shot before that. I guess that'll be a good way. And if you got to sip in between, then go ahead by all means. I won't stop you. But
For some
cheers.
courage.
Get it at the game. Let's take this
Ching
first
ching,
shot.
bro.
Yep.
Ching ching.
Mm. Ah, and let's get this shit started, yo. All right. So first thing I want to start off with is like what you've been up to lately, what games you've been playing, any TV show. I know we don't focus on TV shows on this thing, but because I'm watching especially matter of fact, we brought it up before we started. We were talking about Umbrella Academy, which
Yeah.
I'm practically finished. I'm on the season finale right now. It's literally on my screen. I have
Dude, it
six
came out. It didn't come out like a day, 2 days ago.
yesterday. It came out
This
yesterday.
guy,
Yeah,
the
man. But
binge,
if anything stopped me
some
from playing
setups.
video games, I took a day off yesterday from work and I planned on just playing Ghost all day. And then it hit me. Umbrella Academy came out and I just fucking fell into the fucking warp hole of this show. And I
Hey,
know you said you couldn't get into it, especially when you saw a talking monkey. But
eh.
yeah, go into that more. How come you feel you can't get into it? So I can count.
Well, first, to answer your first question, the game that I'm playing right now is Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
We'll get into that though. We'll get into
Oh,
that.
okay, but okay. I ain't wanna lose focus here. But so Umbrella Academy, it was just like, because it's funny because I like Umbrella Academy more than I like Doom Patrol. But it's
Oh
just
yeah.
Umbrella, yeah, dude. Because like Doom Patrol, it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? The anti-heroes or whatever you want to call them, they just got too much going on. It's just too much internal conflict. I'm like, man, I got my own demons. I don't need
Yeah.
to watch this robot
And they
come
got
to.
demons having sex around their fucking house.
Yeah, I'm good on that. And so Umbrella County, I'm sorry, Umbrella Academy was kind of like because that came before, and I was like, I giving it a chance. It's cool, but the talking monkey kind of threw me off, and then he got killed or something. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of lost me because where I like TV shows because you kind of can flesh your character out a lot more. I don't like TV shows because it's just like sometimes it's just way too much. And I feel with Umbrella Academy, they gave you a lot, but they really didn't give you too much. And then at the end, you're left with questions, and you're just like, why did that old man matter? I don't know. I just was
If
left.
you watch season 2, a lot more makes sense. One thing I want to say that if you've read the comics, because I have like there's 3 editions out. I have the first 2. I didn't get to finish reading the 3rd one yet. But Umbrella Academy, see, this is where Umbrella Academy and Doom Patrol are on the same level with me. Both of them are about heroes that aren't your typical Batman, Superman. They're like, they
Which is
have
fair.
shit going on. Yeah, they got shit going on, and it's crazy. Their worlds are crazy. The shit that happens to them is just so insane. You're like, how the fuck are you guys the reason we're all alive today? You know, like you would find that hard to believe,
A
especially
motley crew.
like like Doom Patrol and shit like that. But Doom Patrol, you read the comics, you know it's crazy. Umbrella Academy, what we're seeing on TV is only like 50% of crazy compared to what's in the comics. Because in season 1, what they don't even bring up because they know it would seem so far-fetched is that the first set of villains they were supposed to be fighting were aliens from outer space. They did not mention that in fucking season 1. They're supposed to fight aliens from outer space in Umbrella Academy, and that was while they were still kids and shit like that. You know,
Jeez.
so yeah, like, and I think these aliens had like brains or something in case, like it was some weird looking shit. So you should check out the comic. That's what I like. But this season,
All right.
they fill in a lot of holes. They do tell you more about the backstories. I'm kind of glad I didn't finish reading all the books because then I'll probably be like, man, y'all missing out on way more shit than
Yeah,
season
I mean,
1.
but such is the nature of TV. Or TV or movie adaptations. But
with
my
Doom
fault.
Patrol, I never feel that way because Doom Patrol is just so outrageous. All the
Yeah,
episodes are so outrageous. You just expect insanity every fucking episode with
every
Doom
time,
Patrol.
and then like I don't know, like the whole robot thing. Like I said, I'm glad Brendan Fraser is getting another chance. So I don't want to rag on that. Like that is the reason why I really like old girl from Orange is the New Black is in it, and then Brendan Fraser, him like he was. I mean, whether you want to say it or not, at one point in time he's an icon, and so it's just like for him to come back and get this chance to be back in front of the screen, I'm not gonna hate on it for that. But as far as it capturing my attention, I don't know, Doom Patrol. I just need like the chaos just to have not a you know what I'm saying, not a leash on it, but at least a collar. At least a collar, bro.
It's all over the place because it's like I feel they have a central villain, but they don't really focus on the villain on many of the
Not at all.
episodes. Yeah,
Because that's the thing. Because the people who you think is heroes, they're so like you know what I'm saying, hobbled together. They're Frankensteins walking around here. Where if they're not like fractured, you know what I'm saying, physical body from soul, then it's mind from body. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, girl got like 9 personalities. It's just a lot going on. With Umbrella Academy, it's like how everybody had their own. I mean, it's honestly now that I think about it, Doom Patrol kind of is a poor man's Umbrella. They're like Umbrella Academy isn't coming out. I just made that connection. Umbrella Patrol,
both have like crazy wackiness, and just that Doom Patrol is just they're on a whole new level. They're like on drugs compared to them.
And it's kind of like it has that loose DC affiliation. So I don't know, that does something to it. It having that loose DC affiliation, you're like, Doom Patrol. Because if it was a standalone, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? How does but because I could say, oh, it's a DC universe, for some reason that like gives the reality some type of legitimacy. I'm like, DC. So yeah, aliens, Martian Manhunter. But you know what I'm saying? But if it was like at the same time, Umbrella Academy is it's like a more. It's like the difference between HBO and TV. You know what I'm saying? It's like Umbrella Academy feels like they just kind of fleshed it out more. And like I said, it's more. But
Yeah.
I'm more. Neither one of them. Like I said, if it's one, I know that the series is gonna be good when there's only one like season, and they be like, yeah, we don't know if it's coming back. Like, yeah, because they blew the budget. It's like, oh, well, we got $100 million. This is the
Yeah.
only season they gave us, so let's spend $90 million on the fucking
Yeah,
show.
I don't think they expected a season 2 of Umbrella Academy. I don't think
Nah,
they
it's just like
like
let's spend the whole $90 million on the show and let's see where it happens. And then it comes back, and you're just like, oh, okay, because that like it was like really only one season for like 2 years.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years already, or was it last
Or
year?
a year and a
Yeah,
half.
like,
I know.
it's
I
like
know
a year and a
the
half now.
original came out in like
Mhm.
2018, I believe.
Yeah,
Wait,
everything.
we got Google here, man.
Yeah, we can look that up. We could definitely look that up. But while you're looking that up, we're gonna go into our gaming news. Well, not gaming news, but what we've been playing lately, which of course is what everyone's been playing. I know those who listen to all the Gamerish podcasts probably like, oh my God, you guys about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima again. But this is a whole
Yes,
new perspective.
yes.
I got to get my
Go
boy Tim's perspective, because
Tsushima.
Tim has an interesting
Sorry.
perspective when it comes to games. And we talk games. I always love hearing about Tim, because when we worked at Target, me and Tim were like the only two people that really were into our games. And people that'll say they play shit, but you ain't play shit like me and Tim played that shit.
This is
So
true, but at the same time, like honestly, you're the reason why I bought a PlayStation 4. Now, I mean, my friends, like Sosa and them, they made me want to get a PlayStation 4 because they had it. But you made me get a PlayStation 4 because I never forget it, and I love you, no homo for the rest of your life.
I love you
Like
too.
you was like, yo, I was like, man, I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation 4. You was like, yo, have you played God of War? I was like, no. He was like, yo, I got God of War. I think it was God of War 4. It was the one for the PlayStation 4.
Three there. No,
God
no,
of War
yeah,
3.
three.
And you let me use it, and I played it, and like I was at that point, I was like, I'm so glad I bought a PlayStation 4. And this is like, man,
I
you let
remember
me
that.
use that game, and it's not, it's a little thing because it's like you didn't have to let me use that game, but you letting me use that game was like, I was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, really forged the bond there. And since then, I was just like, yo,
Always
you
had
my
no
you
matter. Tim is like
you my
how
dog.
many hours away from me now, and we
You
still
my
got this
dog.
bond. Like it's like we never left. It's like we never broke up, man. It's still good,
Nah,
still good times.
this
But
guy
did you get
never
that
broke
date
up.
yet?
Listen to
Umbrella
you. I think
Academy.
you love me. I'm playing, bro. But what'd you say?
Now you got that date? Do you got
I'm trying to like see. I was talking to you. I didn't even look it up.
let's see. I probably get it. Umbrella Academy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Dang, yeah. Sorry, I'm tripping. It came out in 2019, so you're right.
Yeah, I see it.
It's
Yeah.
a year, but
All right.
still, that was a long year, man. Now, like,
Especially with everything going
and
on now.
today, huh?
I said, especially with everything going on now. Like,
Man, we
feel
still here though. The joke's on them. We still alive.
Yep, yep. But let's get into Ghost of Tsushima now. So Tim, since I've already expressed my feelings on multiple stuff, you know what? Let's go up to what I'm doing right now. I'm still on Act 1, because I've just been going around the map and trying to do everything. Like I've been just going in that first area, literally trying. My guy is probably like so OP right now that when I reach Act 2, that everything's just gonna see, man, like there's no increase in, oh, excuse me,
No,
difficulty.
no. See, and that's the funny thing about it. That I gotta say, that is the funny thing about that game. I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but you
so
think
good.
that, and then you go into the second act. And I want to say one thing that I want to, like you said, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but one thing that I love about this game is this is the samurai game I say I've been waiting for since I start playing games.
Yeah,
And because me personally, I've played Tenchu. I've played Way of the Samurai, which is more of a drama. You know what I'm saying? The Way of the Samurai. I played the 1, 2, and 3. I've played Bushido Blade. I have little technical gripes, but as far as the game, how
Hold on,
it
Kev, real quick. You cut off on me after you said Way of the Samurai, which I love Way of the Samurai, but you froze
look,
on me, so I didn't hear after that. I love Way of the Samurai 1 and 2. I never 3 didn't capture me the way part 1 and 2.
no, it didn't, because it was the same story being retold. But
Yeah.
like I like how this game combines all of those elements and still does its own thing. Like I still want to go to hidden places. I still want like I was really asking how could this game pull it off with no HUD, and it does it brilliantly,
Mhm.
brilliantly. Like only this is the first game where I feel like intuitively I've been immersed in the game to where I look for certain cues. Like now, like I'm like, man, how often were birds trying to take me to some pot of gold and I just didn't follow them? Or how often was that dog really trying to tell me where this bag of money is, but I wasn't in tune. Bro,
Man.
it's just like this game, that game and the world they built, beautiful. The it's the samurai game that I want to say I had a hand in building because I know that I said this out in the universe. I want a samurai game like this, and they executed it wonderfully.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about the crazy thing about what you're saying about being OP is what I like about this game, and I don't know if it has any effect on your trophies, which I haven't seen that yet. But whenever you can turn on the Kurosawa mode on or off, you can
Yep.
turn the difficulty up,
anytime. Yep.
and like turning up the difficulty really makes you like understand, you know what I'm saying, the stances,
Yep.
really pausing, really
Yeah.
using all of those techniques to where it's just more than a fighting game. And the last point that I want to put in is really the pauses in between, where you write a haiku, where you know what I'm saying
Yeah.
you pay homage.
Homage. Yep.
It's
Yeah.
it's like
Little things.
those things in a video game is it's like this is I thought I was gonna be able to go through, you know, and I'm sorry, don't want to put up the spoiler. Like I said, it's the last thing. I thought I was gonna be able to go through the game, you know, being stealth. Oh,
What
nobody
act
wants
are
to
you
hear me,
on?
huh? I'm on Act 2. I'm almost to Act 3. That was the only reason. Hello? Oh no. I know this is going kind of long, man.
Oh,
Sorry.
hold on. My bad. Hold on. I lost you after I asked you what act were you on, man.
Yeah. I know. I'm on Act 2, and like I
Act 2.
said, because I accidentally triggered Act 2 because like I went to the wrong, you know what I'm saying? I went to the wrong mission
Mission.
trying to trying to do something else because I forgot how the world worked for a second, and I just talked to the wrong person, and that just lead me to that just led to the whole thing. And I was like, wow, that was so organic that like I just walked up and it blossomed into all this. But anyway, what I was saying is the last point was the like how I thought I was gonna be able to go through it and be stealthy, and that it was just about me not making noise until, not to drop any spoilers, it comes back to you that that's not the samurai way. The
Yeah,
samurai
and
way
they
is
make
to
it. They make it known in the game. Like the more stealthy you are, he brings up his uncle. Oh my God, this is not how he
yeah.
raised me.
Well, I
And
wasn't trying to say that. Look at you dropping spoilers,
no,
but
we talked about it in the Gamers Pod, so it's okay.
okay, I'm just saying.
We already
It's just
brought it
like
up.
to me that was a very beautiful touch. It
Mhm.
was nothing in game. It was nothing that you know what I'm saying. I expected because I expected to play the game this way. But
Yeah,
once they said that, I was like, oh my god, like wow, you know what I'm saying? And that really does change your playthrough because
yep.
once you do become beefed up, don't get me wrong, like it was times where I would go up against a group of 3 and they would slice me down. Now I would go up against a group of 6 and just chop them all down.
Yeah, man. I be
But at
leading
the
them
same,
all to each other. I'm like, bring all 12 of your asses at me right now.
see,
Yeah, I'll take you all
and I
on.
thought that too. Then I put it on the harder mode,
Uh-huh.
the hard mode,
Have you tried the
bro.
new one? The new
No,
difficulty?
but I want to.
I
I'm
tried
like
it out.
that change. I was like, yo, this game is the game of the year with a hard mode because it makes you even though your guy is beefed up, you are still successful. Like I've been killed by the little guy, just like I've been killed by the ironclad
I feel like
warrior.
you really feel it when you're doing the one-on-ones. Is where you really feel the difficulty because you
And they
got to know
flinch
what
at
you're
you
doing.
and
Yep.
everything. They flint. I was just like,
Yep.
man, this game. It's a and so that right now I'm playing that right now. I'm playing Red Dead because you know what I'm saying they just update. And plus,
Yeah.
I like to. I
Update is
always
out
like to go
already, or
back.
does it come this Tuesday? Is it came
No,
out?
no, it came out already. It
All
came out on
right.
the 29th.
We about to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah, we about to talk. And then I play Battlefield because Red Dead and Battlefield. Battlefield, is it 2?
It's
Battlefield.
3.
Yeah, no. This last
4.
Battlefield was out.
4.
Yeah.
This is Battlefield. It's Battlefield 4, I think.
5. I think it's Battlefield 5.
5. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
losing
Because
count of all the
it's World War II.
Battlefields now.
And so I played that just to stay sharp because I like I do like FPSs, but I like that because it's that FPS. And then what I'm saying, for my multiplayer I play Red Dead, and then what I'm saying, just right now I'm switching off between No Man's Sky, which I like, what I'm saying,
You
which I
gotta tell
made
me
it to
where
a
you
point.
bought it, man. I gotta get back with like my groove with No Man's Sky, man.
I
I
say
started over again.
No Man's Sky has turned into my I Heart Katamari, where I could just turn on that game and what I'm saying, just exist in the
Just do
space.
shit, yeah.
Just
Just
do
do
shit.
shit,
I don't
yeah.
have to kill. I don't have to save. I don't have to do nothing. I can just
You
get
know
in the
what
spaceship
game
and
is
fly
like
around.
that for me right now is fucking Rocket League. I just found this love for Rocket League again, and I just now every night before I go to sleep, it's like I play like 3 games of Rocket League before I go to sleep just to see that if I'm still good at it. Like
Bro,
they're good.
Rocket League is a underground sleeper hit because
Yeah.
like you don't have to be good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like unless you're doing one-on-one, you don't have to be good. You don't have to. It doesn't matter about your car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just really you just have to like to play and have fun.
Yeah, just have fun with the game, man. That's what I like about it, yo. And I don't have no
It's a
one
fun
yelling in
game.
my ear and shit like, oh my God, what did you do? Most of the time, I'm the one on the lowest level and I'm scoring most of the damn goals. I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all supposed to be y'all on like level 80 something. And I'm here fucking scoring everything for us. But
I mean, because it depends on the game you go in. Some people don't chase.
yeah,
Some people don't chase the ball, and then you got to really know how to use that rocket boost. Because that
yeah,
rocket boost could turn you out,
key.
turn you into Pele out in that bitch.
Yeah, man, it's key, fucking key. But since we was talking about Red Dead, before we go to Red Dead, what didn't you like about Ghost? What's your little? I know there's not a lot not to like, but what's if you had to something that irked you a little bit that wasn't there? What would it be?
Well, a main thing for me is that with you gaining. And don't take this the wrong way, but when you gaining your health back, I feel like that should have been Asian cuisine. That was like how they did everything else, and even saying at a certain point, Jen he even tells you, I miss eating tuna and stuff like that. And so I wish they would have had it to where you had food on you and you ate the food to get back.
Rice or some shit.
And it's just like if anything. It would we would still have those meters, but it was just you just that would have just made it more immersive. Also, the fact that you can't chop down bamboo in there, that's a really big thing for me because it's just like that is a samurai game that you do the bamboo chops anyway. You have bamboo thickets. Why can't I chop down bamboo?
Exactly. I think they did that because they don't let us sever limbs. So they're like,
no, you do sever limbs.
No, we can't sever limbs.
Yeah, you cut off arms. You cut off arms. You can cut off arms.
How? I never cut
no,
off.
No, when you do certain attacks, you cut off arms. They arm will fall off. Well, they arm will fly off.
I gotta look at that, but I feel like the way we be fighting, a lot of the things it should have been severed limbs. I think every fight should have
that would that right. Okay, and so so my fault. You can't chop off bamboo. There's no, like, you can't decapitate and stuff like that. That would have also, that's my second gripe. My third gripe is that where this story is great, what it's just a, you know what I'm saying, once you get done with it, it's just like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go back because the Kurosawa mode, but it's like once you get done with it, it's just done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I love it, but it like, because I mean, I played the game honestly like Lone Wolf and Cub, like I'm Ogami Itu, and so that's why I'm like, but it's just like I'm taking my time now to pace it because I don't see how they can make, like, after what you do, I don't see how they can make downloadable content, but it's just like I don't want to be done with the story and that's just it. Whereas like Cyberpunk, and that's where I'm like, it is a place.
Funny you read my fucking mouth about to say. So how do you feel this is gonna stack up? Okay, everyone is already proclaiming this game of the year, and I'm like, we haven't seen Cyberpunk yet.
I feel it's gonna be game of the year in terms of PlayStation. PlayStation,
And
yes.
story, I think, and story.
And story, yes. But as far as game of the year, all or like overall, is gonna be Cyberpunk. And the reason, and I'm not trying, because like what you call Ghost of Tsushima is already them beat out the what was it, the Last of Us. So for PlayStation, Ghost of Tsushima is just, you know, at the top anyway. Then like, but for all the consoles, Cyberpunk, and that's because Cyberpunk's like it could be multiplayer. The downloadable content, it just is foreseeable more than just a story. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really building the character around you, whereas in Ghost of Tsushima, you're playing the character that you build. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
And so like I say Cyberpunk really is gonna get it because it's coming out in November. That's gonna be a great time. Like, where I have high hopes for.
Well, unfortunately for Cyberpunk, the Game Awards doesn't count games that come out at a certain time in November.
Because
But for
Watch
Game
Dogs, doesn't Watch Dogs come out like
in October?
October.
Yeah, but as for Gamerich guys, whatever comes out this year, the Gamerich crew will be putting into our Game Awards show at the end of the year. So it will be.
Oh, I just want to say real quick, my fault, because you just on the Discord, I'm MF Scrooge.
I know.
Pikachu.
I know.
Okay, because I was like, man, I never introduced myself. But was it MF Scrooge on Discord and Porke Padre on PSN? Porke Padre _.
Add Tim, but the guys were asking though. Eric and Mike were like, "Who's Scrooge?" I'm like, "That's Tim, man." That's Tim.
Yes.
I can just tell you, know, it's funny that you didn't have to tell me. I just knew by the name it was you. I just knew by the name it was you. I like, it had to be fucking Tim, man.
This guy, but I mean, but I say I love Ghost of Tsushima as of right now. It's a very awesome one-player game, very immersive. Like the things that I have a problem with, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It can only get better from now. So that's why I'm happy this is at least out. But like, as far as Game of the Year overall, Cyberpunk just seems like it just has way more content than
it will have.
Because I feel like I just feel them doing what they did with Spider-Man with Ghost of Tsushima. And it's like, because don't get me wrong, Spider-Man, when it came out, it was nice. Then they had those, 3 content drops. And then it's just like, they're just like doing what Rockstar doing, just like throwing so much money at something we've just already had.
Yeah,
you know
but GTA, but at least, hey, Spider-Man, the thing is, the difference between Rockstar is that at least they're throwing their money into a multiplayer mode. When you throw money into Spider-Man, it's like, but so I finished Spider-Man. It was so great. While I was playing it, I told myself I'm gonna buy every DLC pack that came out.
No, it was dope. It's a dope game.
Yeah, once the DLC pack came out, I was so satisfied with the ending I got from Spider-Man that I didn't play any of the DLCs. I didn't care to play it.
I played one of the DLCs, and I was just like, like it. Don't get me wrong, it extended the story, but not enough to where I was just like, yeah, $30. That was a good, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then my stance on DLC nowadays is the fact that I don't want to spend this much. Like I bought Battlefield 4, I got the premium edition.
Yeah, me
I
too.
got DLCs and all that, and now I don't play the game. Even though they have that Battlefield Hardline is the Battlefield thing where, you know what I'm saying, if you have the other games you can play it, you have to have it on your PlayStation. And I'm just like, yo, like that game was not solid state. It was when I deleted it, it was at 250 gigs. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like and it's the same thing with what is that I'm sorry, Grand Theft Auto, and now modern warfare. Like it's just you cannot drop a 60 gig game and then 200 gigs of background data. Like that's it's just like, and so it's just like, because like I mean, I'm about to take this shot and bring up whatchamacallit,
Let's take another
Red
shot.
Dead.
You introduced it. Let's do it, man. Next shot.
Red Dead, man.
Yeah. So before I go to Red Dead, because we were talking about DLC and how Spider-Man made me feel so complete that I didn't feel like I needed the DLC, but a game that I felt complete, but I felt like I wanted more. A game that made me need more. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2. That game, when you finished that game, it was so amazing that whatever they drop next, fuck the multiplayer. I didn't give a fuck about no multiplayer, but whatever story content came next, I was like, I'm buying this shit. Like all of Mass Effect 2's content had to buy. Too bad Andromeda. Too bad Andromeda wasn't as great. Mass Effect 3 was okay. Just the ending, the finale wasn't enough. Even when they tried
I think it was. If you play, like, I don't know. That was one of the things that I was definitely I felt differently about. It came because like one of the ending I got when I talked to the thing the two choices I had was either I could sacrifice myself and everybody. I think it was either you sacrifice yourself and all the technology blacks out and everybody's basically back to square one, or you blow up something. I don't know.
Hold on, Tim. Give me that again. I lost you at the choices you got.
I was trying to remember the choices I got. I think one of them is that they blacked out all of the electronics. Like
I think they let you become a.
Yeah. It's freezing out.
Oh yeah, my bad. It's probably my damn thing. I think I got too much shit running. My damn kids are on their tablets, so it's fucking up my connection right now. So I apologize.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
a little bit of freezes that we're getting right now. My kids are all streaming Netflix on their tablets and all that.
Hey,
shit.
Me too. So don't. Hey, it might be mine too, because I know mine is in there.
Yeah. So at the same time though, but yeah. Well, go ahead about your ending though. What did you choose?
I believe I chose to kill all the, what is that, to throw us into the dark ages. No technology. That's it.
I did
no technology.
I did the same thing. And then but I was done after that. I didn't feel like I needed any DLC after that. I didn't know how they could change it if they added DLC. But Mass Effect 2, I just felt like maybe I wasn't satisfied with part 3 ending because of how exhilarating part 2's ending was, where you didn't know who was going to live or die, or all your choices you made up to that point in the game were going to mean something right here, right now. Your relationships were going to mean something. Anybody that you didn't have a good
but no, I say the relationships always meant something. And that's one thing that I liked about Mass Effect, what it brought to the table. Since we're going to bring this, because I was ready for Red Dead, but Mass Effect brought to the table is that your gameplay, especially when you're in a group or when you have, you know what I'm saying, when you have different parts of the group, like, you know, what is it, Dragon Age and stuff like that. I like, that's why I like BioWare's games, that you have to build these bridges with people to know what they know, and
Yeah.
then that you use that because they care. Now they're gonna help reinforce whatever you're doing. If you talk to them, they get. If you, what is that, the one with I think it was 3, the one where you had to take, where they were abducting the people to make that big thing, the big, like the organic.
Hold on. Go back a little bit again. I lost you for like
I
10
said,
seconds.
which one? Which Mass Effect was it where you had to? They were abducting people from colonies, and they were trying to make that.
Was it at Mass Effect 1 when you had
I
to
think
keep going from planet to planet and then
no,
like
no. I think it was 2.
that was
It was
2?
either 2 or 3.
Okay, so probably 2 then. But then again, I
Because
can't.
well, all I know is you had to talk. You had to talk to each one of them to get different things for your ship. And once you got, and if you got those things for the ship, you got through the wormhole intact. It's just, it was like that type of gaming. I like that. I like the fact that you build these bonds with this person, and then after this, you know what I'm saying, it takes it, because of their friendship, it takes it to a whole nother level. Again, so I like Fallout with the companion thing. You know what I'm saying? You get this companion is with you, so like through all of this, is like when you pick up another companion, you kind of feel good that they're able to go somewhere and chill out.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah,
yeah.
man, he really went up there and helped me kill those super mutants. Now I got this robot that's gonna hang with me. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
It's
can
cool,
go.
man. Yeah, I love the whole.
And you freezing up, bro.
I forgot what it said. Did you get to hear me, Tim, or did you freeze up just now?
No, it froze up.
All right, so I was saying, all right, we're gonna get back to Red Dead. I say so. It had an update this week, which I'm assuming you played some of already because I know you were on it. We got us the new class called the Naturalist, where players get to choose non-lethal methods or more aggressive methods ways to get pelts. Um, they added a new outlaw pass, so you got another 80 levels. And now your mini map threat indicator is more visible. You get 15 daily challenges up from 12 daily challenges, but I never really paid attention to challenges anyway. They give you more choices with outfit customization now. And now you get asynchronous matchmaking, which I feel is like I guess I could compare that to Fortnite, where you like could run around and shoot each other before the matches start now and shit like that. Did you experience that yet? Or you just stay
Yeah,
in the open world?
yeah, and I mean, where that's cool and all. Like the issue I have with Red Dead is like right now they're kind of like dragging their feet, and I understand that they can't completely abandon Grand Theft Auto, but like Red Dead Online is dragging. Like I played the wilderness thing a little bit, and it's just like I don't know. That's not is not fun to me. It's not
What the
fun because
naturalist thing? We're getting the pelts.
they should have brought out train robbery or or you being able to homestead, like them
Yeah,
doing, like, you know what I'm saying, something like that. It's like this hunting thing. It don't really matter because it you're trying to get it for Crips anyway. Like it's you still working for Crips, but you're still working for yourself. Then you got the moonshining. It's like I
yeah.
just feel
That's
like,
what I mostly do is moonshining.
which isn't bad, but like the what I feel like they're not grasping is that it's a slow game. That's one of the reasons why I go back to it, because it's a slow game. You can get on. You gotta, if you want to go to, if you don't have a fast travel at your camp, then you have to travel to somewhere with a fast travel, then fast
Yeah,
travel to the place, then go to the place. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like in the mechanics of the game, their only thing they can do is make it interesting. With making it interesting, like that, I say one of the best things on that game was that Williams thing. It was like the first the Williams catalog VIP thing. When you first got it, it was 35 gold bars, but like at the end of it, if you paid 35 gold bars, you know what I'm saying, to be part of it, you got 75 gold bars by the end of it. So plus whatever you have, you got your 35 gold bars plus whatever, and then like it just paid off. It just paid off way better. That made me want. That was one of the things that made me want to come back. Then like you know what I'm saying. Then the fact that you could do the moonshine and you could do your camp. Now, what would have made me come back, you know what I'm saying, if they would have been like, okay, now we're going to put more emphasis on posse and do train, high risk train.
Like the heists in GTA. We need some shit like that.
Train heists, and then something that you could really spend money on instead of, like, the only thing I spend money on is keeping those little businesses going, which, is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And then guns. Other than that, like, I would like the homestead. Homestead might make me want to come back. I mean, and that's the thing right now with what I like about Sony and Ghost of Tsushima is they've showed people that it doesn't matter if you have multiplayer or not, if it's exclusive or not. You have to make, well, I mean, it does have to be exclusive, but you have to make it to where people want to play your game. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima because I want to play that game. Even though playing that game, I do feel like, man, I wish it had some type of multiplayer aspect, but I don't know what they would do.
Yeah,
it's like hard to, like, what would they do? Like, I would hate to go around getting spammed by people using super moves on me all the time, and then it's like with another person in that space, it just doesn't seem like it would really work. I don't know, unless they did some battle of, like, you know what I'm saying, where they made a battle of
the Mongolians and some shit like that, but then it'll have to be some For Honor type combat though. We have to get some For Honor type shit in there,
which wouldn't be bad. But then you would, like, that's a whole nother game, because I would want to be able to make my own character. Then, you know what I'm saying, it would be basically GTA 5 Battle of Tsushima, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that's my only thing with the new Huntress, the new thing, Wilderness thing, is it's just like, it makes a slower game even slower. And not interesting slower, but just slower.
Oh, I lost him again. I lost you for a second again there.
Oh, no, I was just saying it makes a slow game slower. That's my only thing.
All right. So, well, that's all they really added to. I didn't get to try. I know we're supposed to play. If you're part of our Discord, we're trying to get on Red Dead tonight. We didn't set a time yet. I know you're gonna be busy, but you said you'll try to get on tonight.
Yeah.
So I might even be busy myself. So I'll hit the Discord. I know Mike is usually the one leading the Red Dead Discord group get-togethers. So we'll see how that goes tonight. Hopefully I don't get too drunk by the time everyone leaves my house and shit, and I'll have the energy to get on. Cause last time we got on, all of us were drunk and we didn't do nothing but fall off our fucking horses the whole fucking time. But last but not least, I guess let's take our final shot of the pod, because we're about to go on our final topic. And this is something that everyone's really people of the old PS1 era are passionate about, and cheers to it.
Cheers.
It is The Legend of Dragoon, or just Legend of Dragoon. It came out in 1999 for PlayStation 1. Very much overshadowed by the success of Final Fantasy 7 and 8 at that time. And this was a great game. And I posted a picture today on Facebook where it was just like the
kudos to you, bro.
Yeah, I really want, and the one remake we need that Final Fantasy 7 type remake on this game, because it would be beautiful and gorgeous. And I think a lot of people, I posted it on the Gamer Rich Network on Instagram page, and people blew that picture up. They're like, oh my God, fire. Like, people are loving that shit.
This is a classic game, man.
Yeah, like, no one talks about it, like, unless you really know. Like, you really had to know. You had to really be into RPGs back then. And what was I, like 9 years old when that came out, I believe, and I loved the shit. I guess so. Like,
me too.
what I wanted to get into basically what we loved about it and what would we like to see in a remake, you know. So I'll start with you, man. What you loved about that game, and can't even call it a franchise. I wish I could call it a fucking franchise,
It was
but
just a good standalone.
yeah, man,
My
it
fault.
definitely was. But what was your favorite aspects of the game? Maybe I'll just chime in on if you agree with something I was gonna say.
Like I know people say, you know what I'm saying, it was I played Final Fantasy and I'm a fan of Final Fantasy. But as far as summoning games and stuff where you summon, you know what I'm saying, you do the big thing, like Legend of Dragoon was the first game that like did like really, I guess, made that like I felt that in the gameplay. If that, because I played where I would say I did play a good part of Final Fantasy. Legend of Dragoon kept me, and then I just like loved the story. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like the summons were great, story was great.
And it wasn't
Yeah,
even necessarily summoned. Sorry to cut you off. Just that you got to transform
yeah, you got to
into this
transform.
dragoon type character. It felt good. The cinematic, no matter how many times you watched yourself transform, you never got tired of it because you just got this hype factor. Like, yeah, I'm about to fuck you up. You know, like I'm about to
And
fuck you up.
everybody had their own form.
Yep.
It was just a really good. It was a really good RPG. Like that. Because I remember at the time I was playing that, and I believe I was playing Golden Sun, and it's just those two were those really good RPGs where it's like you like the story, the progression was there. Then you had the Dragoon transformations where everybody had their own, and you get like you put the points into them and also the summons into the, you know, it's just
Yeah.
I like the whole thing, but it's just. Well, I want to say that I like the whole thing, but I was a fan of the whole story,
Yep.
and it's crazy that another. I mean, what I would want from the remake, I really just want I would want them to do the story, but I wouldn't want them. I wouldn't want it to be held as religious as um
Final
Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy's remakes because it's like where people are like, oh, I'm glad that they updated this. Other people are like, oh, I don't like that they changed that, or
Yeah.
they didn't even need this. And it's
Just give
just
us
like
updated graphics, basically, and keep the core gameplay the
keep the
same.
core gameplay. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just updated graphics. Like you don't have to do anything special. Like
And
if
you
you
know,
do want,
to not to cut you off, but it's funny we say that because one core piece of gameplay, because I know how people hated how there wasn't any real time turn-based combat in the Final Fantasy remake. Legend of Dragoon has some of the greatest because of the combos that we did, like hitting square, got to get that square button pressed down at the right time, and those combos and shit like that made the combat. I love that. At first, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this is not how combat goes. But every time you executed it, it felt good. It never
yeah.
stopped feeling good.
And PlayStation had a lot of those gems, man. Just really like it's so many games. Really, if they just wanted to remake those, that's really all they would have to do. Legend of Dragon being one, Parasite Eve being another,
Oh,
Great
yeah.
Fencer, what should we call it? Great Fencer Musashi. I would love to see a Great Fencer Musashi a remake. It's just so many games out there that I wouldn't want, but it's like, do we keep that nostalgia strong with it being what it is, or do we try to make like, you know, try to get something so it's just never forgotten?
Yeah.
And I that's why it's like I'm on the border. I want to remake because Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I'm really on the fence. Do I want to buy it or not? I want to buy it because that skate game really did transform. Because I remember Thrasher was out at that time.
Yeah.
It was X Games.
SSS. Well,
No.
no, no,
It was
SSS was later.
yeah. It was X Games. Um, X Games. Thrasher had a skateboard game, and there was another skateboard game out. I think it was Extreme, where you could do bike inline skateboard,
I
or
don't remember that one. I don't recall
extreme.
that.
Yeah, this is all on PlayStation. It's just like Tony Hawk made it
Made extreme sports games cool.
cool, but you know what I'm saying, I want to say accessible. Like
Oh
you could
yeah.
grasp the mechanics. You could grasp the mechanics and be like, okay, this is dope. And it's
And we
just
saw
like,
that with Dave Mirra too, when Dave Mirra's bike game came.
oh,
It was like the
bro.
same shit.
And
Yeah.
then it's like with those, it's just the music, and that's what I'm saying with Legend Dragon, with Final Fantasy. The music that goes with this is just it's like, do you leave that nostalgia there, or do you bring it back and just try to tweak it so it just never be forgotten? And I want them to be brought back because I mean I love them, but at the same time I'm just like, man, you know, man, like I just don't
First
want them to do bad.
that damn I'm trying to look for it in my playlist because it's in my damn playlist because I put a lot of video game music in my damn playlist. And then so damn, everything's too many things are coming up right now. I wanted to play it, but there's Legend of Dragoon had a lot of good music for all its environments, especially the castle area. I think the track is called Castle something. It even, I think it's like one of the first games that hit a heart spot, and the heart spot though is very hard to make me feel something in a game, and unless your life is strange. But it's fucking like that one scene. I think at that point I never played an RPG in which I saw spoiler alert, a main character other than Final Fantasy VII, but I wasn't even thinking about it back then. Cause you know what? Actually, to be honest, I played Legend of Dragoon. I was late to Final Fantasy VII. I played Legend of Dragoon around the same time I bought Final Fantasy VII. Cause I remember playing Legend of Dragoon and then going to Final Fantasy VII on the side. I was like, I'll play both of these at the same time. And then my friends used to be like, how are you now playing Final Fantasy VII? Because I played Final Fantasy VIII before I even played Final Fantasy VII, which is why I guess 8 is better to me than 7. Yeah, kill me all you want in the comments, but
Well,
I love
I
Final
see that's the
Fantasy
thing.
VII.
I like with Final Fantasy VII. I only played it because it was like one of the hot games to come out. I think it was that in Game Day. I want to say Game Day '98 or Game. It was like Game Day in that. Like you could play demos of it everywhere, and then my friend got it. And like since he got it, like unlike kids nowadays, like you know what I'm saying, I couldn't just go, Mom, go buy me a game. You had to trade for it. So I, like, you know what I'm saying, I traded him 2 games. He let me use, he let me use Final Fantasy. And then I give him back his, you know what I'm saying, Final Fantasy, give me back my 2 games. Or, you know what I'm saying, I give him a couple of trading cards or something. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays you could just go to GameStop and be like, yeah, I'm gonna sell 9 games. Back then, that's how I got comics, got games and everything. If I ain't have it, I trade you the games I got, and that's how I played the first God of War. That's why what you did was crazy. The first God of War, I think I traded, I don't know, some Superman comics for it or something.
No, you didn't even have to give me shit, man. You know
No,
me.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying
Oh, you
God of
said the
War
first
1.
God of War. Okay, the first
I
God.
think I
Okay, I
traded
know, but I
some.
let my friends play games, and I'm such an addict. I just want everyone to experience this fucking world that I live in, and I was just
Man,
like,
I
you
appreciate you for that.
gotta
But
fucking
no,
give.
I'm saying no. I think I trade some skateboard. I mean, a skateboard or some Superman comics for it, and I mean that's how I know. You know what I'm saying, to get games or get anime, because before anime was, you know what I'm saying, on Showtime and stuff like that, you have to get the $45 tapes. Like I just get one tape, and then you would just like trade it. Be like, yo,
Yeah, I
you
remember
got.
going on my fucking eBay to have. I was not caught up on Bleach, or well, no, a friend told me, motherfucker, why are you still watching America's version of Bleach when Japanese version is way ahead of us? And I'm like, what do you mean? And then he's like, look how many episodes. He shows me some shit. He's like, it's like on episode 100 and something, while you're still on episode 30 something. And then so I went on eBay that same night and ordered I think it's some dude at Target too. I forgot the dude's name. But I went on eBay and I literally just paid for a burned copy, a burned disc of Bleach, and I still have it actually sitting. I don't want to go behind all this.
Wait, didn't I give you all of the Naruto?
Yeah, you gave me all of Naruto too, because that's when I realized how far ahead the Japanese were on these shows, and I was being a foolish American watching that damn whack ass sub shit, and now I'm just like, I
Hey,
know,
hey,
I don't
because
like
people
sub no
people
more.
rag on the sub. Like I like subtitles. People rag on the sub, but it's just like it's sometimes you got like I like watching both because you see where they abridged it, and then you see like, oh, okay, this is the, because usually they just take out little pieces, but and sometimes it's big, but like I like watching it both because if you're a fan, you're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I could. The one I'll say when I watch subs is well, I can't say I'm doing much because most of the sub episodes are behind, so I can't even say I do them more. But when I did do it was basically nights where I've had too much to drink and I don't have the energy to read. And so I'm like, all right, now I got to go to the sub version of this and just let them talk in English. So
Yeah,
that
word.
fuck's
Just let them
going on.
talk, cause like like if I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, I like sometimes like because right now I'm sorry to go back to it, but Ghost of Tsushima, I'm playing it with like you know what I'm saying, Japanese
You know
language,
what's
but
funny? I appreciate you for that. Um,
because I was like I want the pure experience, and but sometimes like reading it, you know what I'm saying, I read fast, but sometimes reading it like I'll get distracted and I'll be like, man, well, I guess I
I
gotta
get
quit
that
because I
part.
don't
Yeah,
know what he said. I
yeah.
ain't
I
hear
get
what he
it in
said.
English.
Get out of here, guys. So I mean, that's why I'm like the sub works for you, and it works for you sometimes. I can't completely rag on it.
Yeah, all right. So I get what you say there, you know, but when I go to the movie theaters, like when the Dragon Ball Super movie came out and when My Hero Academia
Oh,
movie came out, I had to go watch those dubbed, you know, especially with my son. My son, any Japanese game he plays, he puts on Japanese language and he watches it dubbed. Like he doesn't watch subs. He doesn't like listening to Kakarot speak English anymore. Like
yeah, and plus like because like the Japanese or the real language voice usually goes with it. Don't get me wrong, the American Goku is American Goku. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody else when you hear them like the Japanese voice, you're like, yo, he really means you know, he really means business. Where like when you hear him like talking what you call it like English, it just don't hit the same.
Yeah, like
You're like,
sometimes
man,
he's
dude, he
cursing
just
in
said something super corny.
Japanese, and they don't do that with the English version. Like when they showed off like Piccolo when I was younger, watching Dragon Ball Z after school, and Piccolo always be like angry. Then my cousin comes over one day, and he's like, Piccolo don't talk this clean in Japanese, and he's like,
Yeah, he didn't.
yeah, he brings the Japanese version of the episodes over to my house, and then Piccolo's like ass and is
Uh,
you know, and I'm just like, what? Piccolo's
But
cursing?
that, and then
Yeah.
what'd you do? You was like, yo, let me trade you for these tapes.
So, yeah, so it's just like
Let
I
me
told
hold one of these
my cousin
tapes.
just let me keep him because he's like he don't want
Exactly.
no more. So he just like you can go ahead and keep it. But yeah, so sometimes when you're watching in English, you just miss out on who these characters really are sometimes because they try to clean it up for the American audience because they feel like the kids out here are any worse off than kids in Japan that we can't handle curse words in cartoons or some shit. But I don't know. I guess you know how these different countries see things in different ways. But as back to Red Dead, I guess. Yeah. Um, we're gonna play tonight. I'm gonna try out that naturalist thing. I guess if do you need? I'm assuming you need gold to get the thing, right?
Yeah, I mean probably, but then I saw that it has missions. So I
All right.
mean either way we in the posse, bro.
Yeah, we posseing up tonight, if anything, as long as we're all feeling good. And then so damn, I think that's all the games I want to talk about. And of course, like as usual, guys, at the end, I like to talk about the stupidest shit I've read all week. And surprisingly, a lot of people didn't say stupid shit this week, other than a few people in the same fucking group asking, "Hey, how is Ghost of Tsushima? Should I buy it?" It's all over the internet how great this is. In every group, they talk about it about 10 fucking times a day. Now, why can't you just scroll up a few comments?
Because no, wait. The reason why is because it's an exclusive, and it doesn't have multiplayer. And I say this because where I am, you know, what I'm saying I'm pretty entrenched in Sony. I have not played Days Gone By. I kind of want to play it.
Days Gone. Days Gone.
Oh, sorry, Days Gone. I have not played Days Gone, and I've heard good things about it, but it just never. It still has not like fell into my trap where I was just like, and it's like at $20, it was a steal, but I still was just like,
$20 is great. It's a solid 7. And remember, I bought Days Gone day 1, and I only beat it this year. And I forced myself to go through the whole thing. I said I'm not doing no side quests or anything like that. But then the game forces you to do side quests anyway. So, but
I'm only saying, just I hate to be the devil's advocate here, but at the same time, but I'm just saying, it's like, you know what I'm saying, I know people. Well, I've read, you know, people saying that was really a great game. We can't believe this. This game is awesome. And like when I played the demo, I was just like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
always make your form. I always tell people, form your own opinion. Like if you need other people to tell you whether or not to buy the game is probably not for you. You know, like if like me, well, I guess I'm in a different category of other people. I'm an addict, so it's like.
Oh no, Dre.
And that
I lost you.
Oh, you lost. All right, I was saying like I'm different than other people, I guess. You know, because I see 10 seconds of a game, and instead of me first off, if I need to know about a game, I'll go look up reviews. I'm not going on a Facebook group unless, like, you even see on our Facebook group, I never ask anybody except for the other day, I think I asked about that Skater XL game. I wanted to know if anybody played it, but because I'm on the rocks with Tony Hawk coming out. I have to work on 2 skater games when Tony Hawk is probably just going to be the better of the 2.
True.
But other than that, I rather see reviews and then form my own opinion based on that. Or watch somebody play the game, which I don't really like to do. I usually like to play games myself. I'd rather buy the game than watch someone play it. But of course, you have to have that disposable income, you know, in order to do what I do, because I've fucking just, not to sound like I'm bragging, guys.
You are. Listen to you. Just proverbially took your dick out and waved it around.
I'm not trying to be a brag, but it's just, if I have I don't want to say it's disposable income. It's just I have enough money, I guess, saved in the bank in which I could say, like, and I'm proud of myself that I guess I could say this because as a father of 3, being able to still have money in the bank to buy whatever you want is a good.
Yo, congratulations, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
You know, you know, like, because I know you're like in the same situation. Right? You got 2 kids, right? It's 2 or 3 you got?
3.
3 too. Yeah, we're both in that situation, but both of us are also in the situation where we know if there's something we want, we could literally tell ourselves, not everything. I'm not going to say I could go outside and buy a new car right now. I'm not going out there and just be like, I'm going to go buy my 3rd car right now.
Boy, yeah, I got a good support system. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But if I'm like my wife doesn't work. So it's just me taking care. If I could come here and say with 3 kids, taking care of them and my wife, and still able to buy whatever game I want, I feel I'm okay right now in life. I think I'm at an okay spot right now.
Hey, congratulations to you, bro. That's good news.
You know,
man, Andre, man, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Let me give you a hand, bro. That's some good news, man. I'm happy to hear that, bro.
Don't hate on me. I'm just saying that.
Nobody hating, bro. Everybody should be clapping. I'm glad you're able to say that shit. Hell yeah.
I love it, man.
Hey,
I
my
love
nigga Dre.
Support,
my
man.
God. My homie.
But I just I like being able to just try out anything that I want to try. I stopped using GameFly because GameFly just took too long to get me games when I want them right away. You know, but I just wish there were more demos for games out there. I think that would solve a lot of issues if there was way more demos out there.
See, well, okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to say no as to, you know what I'm saying, like, diffuse what you just said. It's just, in my opinion, like, it's too much emphasis on if it's fun, it got to be on mobile. we only want to put out AAA titles on that we know are going to sell millions of copies on console. And that's why it's like, that's what I'm saying, like them taking our nostalgia games and bringing it back to us now where it's worth it. It sucks because, I mean, it lets us know that they just really don't, either the money isn't there or they really don't have any original ideas that they're willing to fund.
And
When
boom, what you said right there is why Ghost of Tsushima is such a success.
such a success.
Yeah.
It's like we want different stories. We want something new, but to put that into play and people stand behind it, but also it doesn't cost a bazillion dollars is a big deal. And it's just that, and so it's like there's so many games that they can honestly bring back that because they could just remake the whole first generation of PlayStation 1, and I'm pretty sure people would be happy because there were some things, you know, so because just think the most revolutionary game of video games is Ape Escape. If they redid Ape Escape, like especially in a VR sense, which I think they do have Ape Escape VR, but if Ape Escape came back now and revolutionized video gaming again, that would be insane because that was the first game with the dual analog. You use the dual analog to catch the monkeys, which I had that game.
Remake Dreamcast games, bring us back a bunch of Dreamcast fucking games.
Power Stone should be on that first. Should be on the first list.
Give me my fucking Power Stone back, man. Like, just give me fucking Power Stone right now. That's
dang.
what I'm really asking for.
My fault, man. My tablet's about to cut out, bro.
All right, so we'll end it off. Let me just say, I guess I got two things. One was it that this guy said was, what does it mean when your right analog moves by itself? I hit the reset button on the back, but it still does it. It means your controller's broken, my man. It just means your controller's fucking broken. Like, you don't need to go on a Facebook group to tell us that shit.
Nah.
And
I mean, he can. It's certain things he could do, but yeah, his controllers, bro, it's over.
Yeah. All right. So that was just a dumb statement. But if you thought that was dumb, you guys are gonna think this one takes the cake. Can you play Splinter Cell Blacklist on PS4? I asked because I saw it on the PlayStation Network store. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish.
No,
but
it's
no.
there. It's there. He saw it there, and he asked us, can he play it? He saw it in the store. I went in the store. I went in the store and checked myself before using this comment. I said, let me go check the PlayStation Network. So the game's available to buy. I think it's like $20 or $29.99. But you're going to come on here, tell us you saw it in the store with a price tag on it, and you're asking a Facebook group, can I buy it? You're stupid, dude. Like, I hope you listen to this pod. You are dumb as fucking rocks. Like stuff like that piss me off. Like, do people read what they write before they post it? Like you said, I saw it. Is this available on PS? I saw it in the PlayStation store, but is it available on the PlayStation store?
I mean, that's crazy because no. My fault, bro.
All right, Tim, drop the phone real quick.
Oh no, but dang. Yeah, sorry, bro.
It's all good. And so you guys know this is like how crazy me and Tim's interactions always are with each other. You know, it's always a fucking fun-ass good time, which is why this episode is probably way longer than any of the other episodes that I've made.
My fault, man.
Because me and
I just don't want this to cut off on you. But yeah, man, like, yo, whenever you got some time, man, I would like to come back.
Yes, I'll definitely bring you back. I'm pretty sure, especially when Cyberpunk comes out, we will have a conversation. You'll be on here, so we can.
Man, hopefully when Tony Hawk Pro Skater comes out, bro. What is this?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, we'll fucking talk Tony Hawk. All right, so I got you down for Tony Hawk, and I got you down for Cyberpunk for sure.
Damn right.
For sure, and we definitely gonna do this, man. But once again, thanks for joining me, guys. That's our show, Tim. Anything you want to say before we go?
Again, if you guys have any sports needs, go to ballclubbox.com. Premium sports gift boxes, any team, for anybody.
Yep, and
Thank you,
they
Dre.
got shot glasses, cups, clocks. I have this Tim's. I got one of these. My Raiders, my favorite football team. Yes, I know they're a failure right now, but Tim got this. Put it
Yeah,
in.
they got a nice facility. They got
You
a
know,
chance.
yeah, we in Vegas now, so
Ah,
uh, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, guys, Tim's thing is great. I bought it for my dad for Father's Day. He uses the
thank you,
Jets
man.
plate all the time, and I think you sent me a shot glass with the Jets. I just didn't get to use it yet. I got to go pull it off my dad's counter in the basement. I told him I'm gonna steal it because he doesn't take shots, so I got to go and steal that from him. But yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Once again, I'm sorry for the little cutouts we had, but I'm sure we still made it entertaining for you guys because we still spoke about way more than I thought we were going to speak about today. But that's just how me and Tim do when we get into it in video games, man.
Yeah,
Always
word.
time. So until next time, guys, as usual, enjoy your drinks, enjoy your games.
Whoop,
Peace
whoop.
out.